di boa o mine. Wakwana ni ko si na fro wa yu kuni chechere ne ma. Biana ni ko so ni ja. Obretu ni ku podu fo eja wo mo nkuni maba. Agurana na yiri kwa ba. Akasa no makasa French mo bie na no awobo ajo. Asana na ho febia woni bono so awira cheche. Wakwana ne bani na sene ni ba. Ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mo anami di asem.
Obatampa Prostate Center for Ase. I don't pay one more daroma and one more so you more but I don't pay me more one kaya say we are Bema 40 years and above. But your own challenges with urination. Sana Joa would do some baby and Sana Diache would do some so yen temper. I feel do baby I know we nothing cause Johnson on a be a camonina and to me about. The emptiness of the bladder, dear Ababe challenge that was so dear. I don't pay any symptoms. Prostate no airborne cocoa ever home. I don't fabric na one be to us your cracker Eddie about. I pay Bema be a show rubber will bear me, cut it at the idea show. But I pay if I wasn't at that Roman. Paying in no Eddie free hall Eddie amount. And it's a wood tear me a bra. Na only about Tampa Prostate Center for embedding sour so. Who are more ever Kaswa, Nina no main road no so. Fifi Pratt last stop and pay for 0553 800 678 0553 800 678. Now when it about Tampa Prostate Center for any for number 1 prostate center in the country. Prostate challenges and related problems in our last stop here. I'll pay when you want more ATM. I mean, Eclipse Collateral Management for us. I don't pay one more romantic. But you would say, we Japanese, why you and Crata there to a Japanese one. Eclipse are romantic. One more than Crata and be year. Now, I feel one more to your commission. And so I said, I will walk, but if you a dime car. Property will be a wire documentation. The document can work and earn you some level of cash. And pay. Oh, who hear more for Japan and Cracker. Fakoda Eclipse Collateral Manager. Now, woman, Fanya, bet you a cash or home. But and what you know, hope one Cracker, woman, the idea Bemo, Biano, Beji, Eddie, free one. Be a businessman, but you will pay loan their show business name. Now, so say, it's answer. Collateral present, and you're valuable enough as compared to the quantum of amount I will pay. I will pay Eclipse to send me more money, yes, sir. Sikabia will pay free bank in terms of loan. They will assist you with collateral. Now, I fear to me about my own account loan. I will share it. I will pay brand. Attention, you site about can street. I won't cry up. For one more on 0266 999020 0266 999020 and after 0302 55 1877 0302 55 1877. Now, when the Eclipse Collateral Management for any income more and pay. It's 43 minutes after 7, and this is Kessben. Your text line no 0550567929 0550567929 and no your numbers are no pay your day Juma WhatsApp and a pay SMS. What they why pensioning in our bar your budget na ya can kind any amount. We did it, Mr. Speaker. Kwame Appiah Kubi. I'm highly grateful for your time this morning. We are live on Aseda TV and Kessben TV. More Muyisu DSTV no channel 364. Live on DSTV, Go TV, channel 121. And stay with us. Now, I don't pay you any encomo. Kwame Baby. Won't call that so.
Kwame Waha, who's that many aje? And you man more day. Why man more day? Okay, you do from your fibam. Kwame, yes. I know Pamasaba be moi. Master me tia. Me de asida PSC ma otuja mpo Nyankopon. De atosu bi me de asida PSC ma Ghana man pani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
So I dey.
Me no kasai am say da bia metena ha na me ka say me papa. Ma de nyina aye bida. Andy Osei Okra. Former Ashanti Deputy Regional Minister. an appointment no they said the ajabo enyame adom abedu
president atie ha
watie ha papa say watie ya papa ese wako forestry commission na Kwame no tena me de no retie me de no who is a forestry commission why adwuma ho pen no ya human resource manager
okay
actually say forestry commission training center na wo a chan krom ka asa koda no da eti adwuma no watie ase wonimu ye eno ameka say aye bi da no on ye de ni gina no why bi pen na me so betima forestry commission for mesremu oba mu nka no ho mu amode we mu amode na de na bremo yamfo obi amu amode mo na adwuma pen mu ni se do sitie obetima ya adwuma no mo mu ano na adwuma no ye successful na me gini dim so betima ya na Kwame they told me say that's dance ma so wa so na ma me platform yi e bi kwa na bra na so na me pesa me kan o so de can career san no akọ
that's it
only producer edam ase pa
congratulate you and the papa congratulations to you I mean, sure. You didn't say what called so be
oh,
one day I did not to screen it.
Gentleman, pa, the ones who are fair.
I'm telling you for your boss.
No,
for your boss. What contest your boss seat
okay.
On the ticket of the NDC. NT. And the Okra. Congratulations to you.
Papa.
You're more basso. Kwame if you because me parliament now appointment in one sema year came. In fact, surprises be na air them. Yes. Party for no be na boa. But I'm saying say Encrophobia ye juma ama NDC ya.
Papa.
Sa encrophobia na juma a womo ye they deserve appointment. It is not just a womo ye juma. They are competent to hold certain offices. Say up till now, ye bon Crawford. Mia madam Bernardo do techi. BOT. Se besi ne NDC aban man the positioner. Now I don't know how they want to treat me. To watch him, come on. Right. Me say up to now. Ghana ni bi o Ghana ha bi ani madwuma BOT. Sika famu yensi form koye campaign. Yen visit constituencies. Yen form kaka bom nya adwuma. No two ways about it.
Yes.
NDC party ni bia. Enim say Bernardo do techia ye.
Adwuma pa.
Okay, by now. As I said, appointment in the day. And paying for the referee na ye kai wo.
Oh, ombekai. Omutie.
Uje.
So how mutie ha?
So mu referee. Me kai wo. Say at least BOT there as I said.
Oh, yedbe mano.
Na etimi eboa. Enti ba me kwa homa no. Why? Na many the Honorable Kofi Obriyeboa, a member of parliament, also a lawyer, MP Edema Subin, meaning any encommon. Honorable Otto Kabachi.
Mejoso, Mr. Speaker.
Na Empombo Cordier.
Yankupon Adam Abami Hobai.
Yeah, that trade and pass, and Abam Rashabi Germany, the decam and no Cassani. And Tip,
you drink what I say. Let me for a few days so. Na menchia subin fo nyina ne asanteman ne titru me executives me coordinators and me delegates and subin maya omunya reshe mu amoto aba mame ba emra shebedwam onyame onhira obibia
onyame enhira won so yada so side pay wagie so na de dikan enra o hwe appointment committee adwuma amu yeye akoye nsem bebre na allegations are nra eba ye on social media say adwuma amu ye ase nkofo yi ba appointees ba montoto omo anu ye eno ani ye na moaje omo atum na afi mu komonim ni nyina kosi se sana womo ba womo tua kakra echechema committee members no in fact the minority side the nra crowd na mo senka committee no en suspend adwuma muguso amoya mo veti President Mahama nominees wabo womodin. It is expected say Oliver Vomawo ebe appear before the committee and pay. Mami entio kakra na I mean in terms of law no unso akoye lawyer ni mranim I mean allegations of this nature no how does it affect committee no adwuma muguso amoye?
Without Sipaminia. The attorney say integrity there, it goes into the root of every person's persona. So because oh, Mr. Speaker, Sabi, and could and I said Bravo JB were not from one. So me new by business crana may the metro. And Bruni see as a human being, your advancements, increments, hinges on your integrity. Open you share ya, maybe to Lance Minister Ama Kofibua Ano. I don't know public in the bed judging. Andra no Payasa frame me Monday boss any. Means I'm brana member to Yura Ken a G ano our Western House. And confirm me no me share or move the biarada. Me ni omu number. Oh. Say lawyer near my Juma Misaye 77 Preduasa. Land and landlord consultant. Me real estate. Yeah, we you might be Brian Timmy fan to air. See, can't say now the Bema me abe compromising me. In Tianra no minority take decision say until say Obeba no waba na wabe chiri muno ye nya adwuma. Ebi aho nyina so. Oh, that, but onipa na ye kan ho asem no. I don't think say Sebi and Predasa. The credibility intact, sir. In the we shall even majority, be a crana or no fino or ye juma mawamono. I'm saying na almost omudi yaw kakra. And yet, and creda biarada. In Tina who be here say a sermon na ubeyina no. And ye sitting no committee no, you were powers to set high court.
Okay.
And to say oba na inyina so bia nim na ye kasi ye take you honor. Bedru baby baby a obeda no ompe. Na me to me nka ema majority. By any minority there. Yeah 88. But we call ourselves the competent minority. And there's no way say Sebi Samiti hey Muamu Kumasi de Munime. He can't say now the Bema abe compromising me. And I offend your honorable Mamu leaders no. Amu ye me made to a law school. And I know them.
So unfortunately, we'll bring back the honorable member of parliament for Subin na yetime and no awien komo way. But before I besa de na ba homaso no ma yenko na yentie ni enhwe Andra the course before the appointment committee on the side of the minority. Yentie
but your side is okay. But you are not the chair. Chairman, you see, it's not like we are not forgiving.
Honorable, you have not recognized me. A bite on this issue.
Yeah, but I just wanted to, as a follow-up, it's a follow-up to my good friend. You see, it's not like we don't want to forgive. We care, but I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side. Majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your reputation? But don't forget, this is an institution. Parliament has been impugned. We don't even have a basis to sit here. You are told you are corrupt. You've been taking money from nominees before you sit, before you approve, and then shamelessly you still come and sit. Oh yes, I'm speaking in context. You still come
Honorable member, please withdraw the word shamelessly and proceed.
Well,
withdraw. Please withdraw.
I said in a certain context, but if it's a case that is offensive, withdrawn. You have been accused. You are being discussed in the media as taking bribe. And you don't find it offensive. And you say that we should forgive. We won't get to the bottom of it. We should still come and sit here and behave as an ostrich. Nothing is happening and we go ahead.
We in the minority side will not support you to do this. We will inflict further pains on Parliament. We have suffered too much. It's not okay. It's not. Chibu, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. So,
and that is minority whip on the floor of a year before the committee, appointment committee. But Mamene, a year lawyer Kofi Obriya Boa in the MP Edema Subin. Honorable Pacha, what's your menka? A humane drop here.
Me Pacha, me too, Kapa.
Okay, Pacha, to Asobami.
Say, Papa, Subin for Enya Rishimu Atu Abamami. Let's have 7 previous time. Obiako running a map. Honorable Obriya Boa Subin Mrashe Bejani or Jessica Asano Abetuto Ngofwano. Let me say, a big gummy moving bar. Into one of more cancer, Nick Hansa, your friend, no, me no ammonia. If you are say, Ubako wedding, Unkanko, we hear you. And it's Sabi, Obi, a bebua. And now says, Obi, a problem, no about the culture of Ukraine. It changes on your integrity. Say, who honor Sabi previous, integrity and your intata. Obi a plan person on your year, Juma. And see any minority there, if he say, some no kind, we're going to move. Yanya, you call your name, composition of minority, I have vetting committee. So,
yes,
7 previous, Opia Edina home. Me, one man with me, 12 years daughter. A Georgia for I'll send me a text message. Said Daddy, it's a much bright. I covered it 12 years. Now say you were digital word. And to be beer covera. Oh, and to run us now, Kayano. Yeah, fan likely cry. Yeah. You take him on.
Now, Honorable, when the committee sits, more the powers equivalent to that of the High Court.
The High Court,
yes, but money prosecutorial powers. And the best you can do is to hear him out. Now, evidence or one substantially.
We can't stand in order now.
Yes.
Say, you bet me to one among. I'm a son and I'm a dinka cano. You bet me to one among.
And I mean, say, and I'm on 20 bay say, after someone inviting a way or the Nasem to the so unfortunate. That is a lawyer Kofi Obriya Boa, Subim Rashebedwani, and a Meneno Edi in common on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Minority side, no, and you're happy about a year. Oliver Baka Vombawo, the statement or comic here on social media. But he will appear before the appointment committee and pay at exactly 10 o'clock. And Ghanaians are watching to see what will come out. But once I wanted to ask, yes, after appearing before the committee, what happens next? What does it make me substantiate with evidence of the claims and now and watching no BCBM. But unfortunately, the lines are not helping. Maybe we'll bring him back now. Yet to me, Atua and Comodian. So, but we here don't know a free hodoma and the honorable are not done. Prem Rashebedwani at the Mansa Wamadu Ajiri on a year Ababa Wabako. Lawyer back. In fact, wabo abode din say one Petroleum Commission na one Dini Juma ewo honomo. There was an altercation between the two of them in Dra. Yabeshe shortage na afe yaba wia yabede ho enkomo. Mabedwa for nso atenase. Enti obetimi ede o messages ni nyina no ede aba 0550567929 0550567929 567-929 na wode wadwen no ede aba mame emma ye Dr. Ramsey Achi na memano akwaba watenase. Doc, good morning.
Speaker, mema watching morning no.
Bia boko there.
Nyame adom me hu ye.
Okay. Mame Titi Kate no Achi na memano akwaba, member of the NDC. Titi, morning.
Morning, Speaker.
Boko. Very well. Ma yenshe footage way Emra their course so Rashebedwam no at the appointment committee. Ma yenti na yenshe we Emra.
are you taking up? Because you are who?
I'm who? Why?
My friend, what do you mean you are taking me on? What does that phrase mean?
You call us micro.
But you are micro minority. That's not Appiah himself use that phrase. What means that? I don't have time for
Who's there with that?
You think you can bully me here? Hey, not this silly children and bully me.
You heard the word you. What called me silly? She called me silly.
Are you a silly child?
No. We'll deal with this matter. You called me silly.
I don't have time for
No. I know what she called me.
Did I mention your name? Why are you taking the hat on your head? Did I mention your name? You know you were fighting on TV about this your seat. You are coming to select your
please.
Did I mention your name?
You cannot call me
Did
silly.
I mention your name?
We have procedure.
Did I mention your name? You can carry a cross you want to carry.
This is what happened, Andra. The appointment committee after the vetting of Dr. Omane Boamad, but the Petroleum Commission Chief Executive, Victoria MFA, had Castle, and what is verbally on the minority chief whip exchange words. I mean, some of the words, are no day. But my the minority chief whip on the floor of Parliament. Na Yemra.
This morning, we were on our usual duty on the appointment committee. There was some disagreement amongst us. So the respected First Deputy suspended sitting and we engaged. When we came back, minds were not meeting. So we suggested humbly to the First Deputy that we should further take a break. So I must fully disclose that the nominee who was before us, the Honorable Boama, is a long-time friend. So, in the face of the disagreement, I felt I should reach out to my friend and tell him that it's not personal, it's not about him, only to have a rude shock of my life. And colleagues, we need to take these matters in good stride. We are all MPs. And what has happened to me today can happen to any of you. A lady I have never met in my life, only later to be told she's called Victoria MFA Hardcastle, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Petroleum Commission. Speaker, I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being hurled at me. Silly, stupid, useless. At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. Why would I be abused to this extent? Where I haven't said anything. I haven't provoked you in any way. So not to belabor the point, I feel my reputation is lowered by these attacks. People think they can subject Parliament and turn Parliament into a punching bag. This is unfortunate. And I'm told she's a lawyer. I was surprised the attitude she put out. So I am respectfully bringing this to your notice and further invite you to, pending the formation of the privilege committee. Speaker, I am inviting you and making pleadings to you. I'm humbly inviting you to make consequential orders and to ensure that this matter is dealt with ultimately.
4 minutes after 8, and that is the Honorable Minority Chief Whip, the Honorable Anodom, Member of Parliament, Edema in Sawam Edwardri. But Mabine, the Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC, Madi Jibril, at the time, my incident where a C, Ono nso ekoja ne boss, Dr. Obani Boama, Minister Designate for Defense at the Vetting. He was present at the time Asadi Menyina no AC. Madi Maakye, empom to say.
Mr. Speaker, Popio.
Avishia pa na trim kwanso, uwini ye de onframe me Madi.
Popi, Mr. Speaker, una watch mabo. Una watch mabo. Me na me share because me won letter bi any post bi ba ko me ka say so you refer wintina onframe.
Madi Mati, na bibi aboko there.
Oh, and the way we Africa line also.
Hello Madi. Very well. Now, and right there, they see Pote after the vetting of Dr. Mane Boama, Akokobani say, Emi Fahad Castle, any another preconia exchanges at the committee level.
The speaker, any committee, we take on what your partner paying. I think what happened yesterday is unfortunate. And later, when I heard say, another prayer, I call Parliament on the floor, a raised issue. Then I found, I would say, we have people who cannot be trusted, and the Parliament will always want to use Parliament House to bully people.
Oh, how?
Oh, yes. Always say, another prayer, what can I say? Or no, will be a didn't attempt a cancer. But Obi and Bisa another prayer say a ban say and obey the attempt.
I don't think that may be so. I say, yes.
The speaker. Yet, as a visitors, issue then in better. Now, issue of the bribing and a bill. So, argument, and the Parliament say, Omoko in conflict. Akweshiaka can want him. At this point, you know, say, the minority chief whip could have followed the leadership to go, Mebwa. Look at the sitting area. They only walk around behind the chairman and Amoko, Mebwa. But another press, they decided to come into the NDC with their big secretary. And they started even talking facts. Say, near Nkrofoye in Fasobien, so. This is what.
The one more year and Fasobia is we.
Yeah, minority, majority, yeah. And Fasobien, so. And Kochiaga. Okay? That is how it started the whole thing. Because MFA, she didn't start this way. She didn't even start talking. It was his argument issue when I started this argument over there. And he wanted now to show off the Parliament House and the war. So, Nikatemu, and it's an announcement, micro minority. Why did she say micro minority? Because on Parliament floor, no, that thing has been fought. Macro minority only the ekata. So what is it your beef? This is where the banter started. But the CTV recorder, no, he only took when the team came heated, and that's why he pushed out.
Yes, but even if say another preba, now there is an allegation of bribery on the committee. Now minority said there be one more day they will not sit while such an allegation has been made against the committee. Now Oba baby NDC supporters and our party executives are one more beja the nominee no cry no now would deem come say ya. I mean does it warrant the insult I ba muyana?
When you want a deal combo.
But you have explained to us, baby.
I'm saying that he's just be talking idea and call for I won't feel for so. On what ground? Why didn't he talk to the MPs? Is he in the parliament rule? Let's say, if we have something on the parliamentarian to talk, we should come and talk to the public. Is he a spokesperson for them to come and talk to us?
No, but was he directly talking to you people? And I know you'll be there having a conversation.
Because MP before 31, into audio more than Kata. It's already in the he came purposely to raise the issue. Strategy now, the bar, parliament and draw, minority by alone. was to embarrass Omanibo Ama. So now we can be on Bayabia, we be cast them, no more hang on that one. In fact, on any overflow of Raponu, it's like he's going to threaten. And they will not even sit on even the balance, if that's what we are talking about. And the strategy of Modiba Parliament in there. And the strategy just to embarrass Omanibo Ama because Omoni elections now. Omanibo Ama led us to prevent it, how.
Yes, but I'm saying that, Madi, I mean, that conversation at a course, that is the starting point. So I'm not perceiving but I'm saying that, was that provocation enough to warrant the level of insult I buy yana?
I'm not a player, lucky say, maybe only me and I missed that like me bonasum.
Oh no, that would be very bad.
I am telling you. I'm not hiding my feelings to it.
So in that sense, most supported the MFI right?
I will be surprised our minority, any of them will fight against MFA today at the privilege committee.
Because I'm watching the video and I can see Madiwa Wujina MFH at the time I mean issues so I'm asking the MFI I mean you people were in support of it or you are in support of it.
I salute her 100%.
Say Obabesia ADD member of parliament at them on the corridors of parliament also was supporting 100%.
And Obama now Obedi
Tina maybe say because it's a member of parliament. Obaye question that be can be say when they say at the end the sea potty. We say there is an allegation of bribery, okay, on the committee. To was it, but my maybe some question no Madi to was in a year no.
Okay.
Ana maybe say ana I mean one mama narration no ana maybe say Oba say one more particularly ana ebedi nkomo ana so be provoking one and in any case I not don't pray by no e dey no kan ya etia emefantia e ma emefan so respond there.
And I may say he came purposely to provoke the NDC.
But he did not come to provoke MFA, right?
But he's MFA MPP member.
So MFA was the only person I mean, she needed to respond because Wabaso be provoking NDC supporters.
Okay. The question also is only Adam and Prayer who can walk to NDC area among the MPP.
No, but that is parliament. That is a committee sitting at Air Koso. And to the fact the fact is NDC for Abba more Baba supporting mo nominee does not prevent another press obejina baby, right? I mean, anybody within that premises and as a particular room no obi abetimi agina baby obi wo hokra wo wonam fofo mo NDC for them. So nothing prevented another pray in that contest. I mean, in my view,
but you don't take that opportunity to come and bully somebody, to come and disrespect NDC, to come and provoke NDC.
Disrespect anything. Say Obeka say the majority so Obeka said the majority ni ye committee ni so no enkosi baby no eno na disrespect na.
I'm saying that I will not repeat things that MP ni kai which provoke MF5 to go beyond that. In any case, where is the ban and now why is now use to any issue and now why is the ban and no use to here?
Now, how do you call a member of parliament silly? I mean,
did you call him silly?
Yes, you heard him in the video.
No,
the videos are there. You've seen it. You've seen the video footage.
But right? Don't be silly. It doesn't mean that you are silly. But focus on the speaker. Don't be silly. Because you're silly. So don't do things that will be silly things.
Okay.
So that is the explaining here. So if he doesn't understand the English, I can tell you, don't be silly of what you are doing. It doesn't mean that I say you are silly. So if you're a member of parliament, you may encourage this idea
and you think that is right?
I know, I'm saying that then you're only thinking that MPs are team gods.
No, nobody has said MPs are team gods. we are looking at the instance of what happened, what transpired. And nominees there. Oh, but vetina. It is expected, or a member of parliament, or a part of the committee. What boy who will fear now over vetted? It is expected so baby sir questions even in that process. Say obibi sir baby na enya wode. And now supporters are mudini panechino enya mude sen sa nipa na bisa di obisa na. I mean, do we have to go that extent?
Okay, Mr. Speaker. Issue now you can now start vetting, so there's nothing about the question. Anameboa. And I want to share video.
Me too.
Mr. Nayan started betting. So a person who came to do the betting then began the question. And yet the time of betting. And before the betting, Yan started. So why will it be a question? I raise or be any?
No, I'm just putting that in context and only a context.
I'm saying that if you put in a context, we are here or no. Or better say, question a bit until we be before ye. But let me find out by your name beside the question.
Okay. Madi Jinasumami, the Honorable Kofi Obriya was also at the premises. Honorable Pacho, what's in Kado? Pe lines in the Nimwaya cry.
Me Pacho, me Tonka.
Okay.
Sana humanity ko na ubisa me say you need power. You have power pa. But appointment committee no. You don't have power. You can only invite him. Then ni I refer no I'm a privileged committee. And so if the privilege committee, if you show them who's a 7 or can, and I send a conduct, they are contemptuous of parliament. You better fine 250 penalty units or imprisonment not more than 2 years. And sir, idea will as our constitutional backing, we should have to go 103. And so be an agent so better be a good parliament who fin now fan who idea and yanokre. You better committing to court. I'm a court edinatum, but it should be 250 penalty unit or imprisonment not more than
2 years.
2 years, yes.
Okay. But yes, Yemra MFA and so and the altercation between MFA Hardcastle and then the Honorable are not done. Meaning said now war committee level no. So I mean even
yes,
before
Andrew Nami where's in the house.
Yes, and the opportunity see
to be honest with you, Nami need defense committee no so. Na we share senior money na mashe no. We share city there na is so vivid. I think say omo every papa no.
Yeah, Dr. Manebuama.
Manebuama no. Kessben. Say the lines of questions na if fit minority oba na say na and NDC for no be brave ebo enyo so. But the issue is obi kwa can say ye bribe. Into see ye the right thing. Now so mboju so a emi say enye na kwemu. Na ebe fa hakisin oni Tony liter na ye adwuma. I quite remember say case be a large bank or versus na Kessben donko. Me no mo na ye.
Okay.
Me ni na share some few me wanwa anwa suba wo yi na di no. Because me says na oti na ansan fa yi so frɛ both majority and minority MPB abefrɛ bia will speak well about another prayer. He is very gentle in parliament. I'm a calling office there 4 times ma to majority for omo di advice on omo bon komo. Enti anra even majority for no have omo pa na mesre minuanum NDC for omo member bi na ntwa yi a omo nyina nyintum na yen pacho na ye move on your parliament see be ye adwuma ama Madagana akonanim to describe a member of parliament our representing constituency say, oh, yes, silly. I think it is below the bed. And on your member of parliament, Krana, any question we use to the word silly, Emma Wunia. And Yani, then the air can say, Umbra Nobel Pacho. Now, me free say, or quite that dream, Hono. Eme for Hackison, I know. Sanya Medin Kaka, minimum. And the Andra Ayamwa, Mimi T, Miti and Ayamwa. Because in Nimsa on Tisa, or ya Rababi and Hojo. Andra Subano Yina Dino, Ayamwa, Manka, Namibua, Ayamwa.
Very well.
And to the American say, NDC4, Omun political clothing in Tunchain. Na omunjintum so ye nuaba no nyesa na ote e bia na anra no oni good mood na de oye na ntwa yi say ye ni minority ye nipa akwasi bro ni situ is human na ompacho na yen koyanim NDC wa mu butaye ne se Ghana be konanim MPP ye butaye ne se Ghana e be konanim ba ya na ya say Obiayen from so I describe it a whole member of parliament representing a whole constituency. And so it's silly. It go a long way to tell the people of Nsawam Adri say nipa na modene ba and anasa mukura muni nyansa na mudi say nipa aba parliament. But send him din kaka no. Emi fa hakesol minimum pa menwanwa.
Very well.
Bia sabi abufuo bi na bae. Ntie nuanum NDC4. Omo minimu ene ne nkasa. Na minimu say as astute lawyer as she is. Minimu say by now no, we revising the news.
Okay.
Na on pacho. Na ye nua another pray or ye peacemaker. Me sure say obetwimu tintin.
Very well.
But in print because if crapping for because in print so I'm a patcher. I think the minority will advise ourselves.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
Council, I don't pay me that say. Madi, Nyamin Shrawon so until lawyer Kofi Oforia Boye MP Edema Subin. Madi, I think sir the MP can win in the Bayage, not young fence.
That is I think our informing for. When you have people who speak like this, it's actually their motive. Yeah. One was say, yeah, be a question, no. I've told you that I am a question. So how will that issue become a fact? Two, was say, another prayer there when Papa, I'm a person in Papa, but he didn't understand what provoked here. He didn't understand.
There is a provocation that the old person will justify. I mean, even the battle was because you can't need a justification. Meanwhile, no. Your member of parliament for Tamale South has said you see, you know, Ankoye, and the woman must apologize.
I think that justify her. Yeah. The speaker, I think it was unfortunate. He had one story to justify that issue.
Kessben.
He had only one part of the story. Did he listen to MFA? Did anybody listen to MFA?
And to MFA privileges committee, no, so I call in one.
But they have already done that one. And she will explain herself. The parents say, Kelendepon, what a car, committee MPs, no back on the salon, and said the NTO.
Very well.
So, Labio, MPs is all Cassa, so Cassa, and a prison, a prison. Now, prison, no company number to prison.
No, yeah, I don't know, me faster, but I don't know what's in reference to Oliver Vobawo.
On this issue now, I'm Oliver Privilege Committee, I believe that the prison committee will listen to her.
Very well.
And I wish that maybe can even put it on live for him come and justify himself on that one.
Very well.
But Obia better assemble on Fabiano, especially when it comes to the MPP and other MPs on that day. They were not part of the issues. So, and you're wrong to anybody to ever say, not questions, no, it was not about questions.
Very well.
No parliament coming started vetting.
Meda se mami na se na me fancy me brain nti mami Mama Bedra for Nakwaba, Omunina no Atinase. But just about 1 minute, Ma Yentie, the Education Minister and Member of Parliament for Tamale South, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, on the floor, na Yemra.
Preserve the honor and dignity of Parliament, the honor and dignity of members of Parliament, and more importantly, the honor and dignity of our political class. So, to honorable members, we do not and we should not accept that conduct and that insult. Today it is him, tomorrow it may be you. That is why we must stand united in condemning it. But to honorable minority whip, I'm pleading with you that because it's a woman, and you know Ghanaian society and our patriarchal values, forgive her. But before the forgiveness, as the Honorable Doyo, the Deputy Whip said, leader, the Honorable Mama Yarga, we should get the affected person to render an unqualified apology to the minority whip and follow with a retraction.
Very well. And that is the Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Dr. Ramsey Akwaba once again. Doc, morning once again.
Speaker,
yes.
Member Maakye. Member Etiefo ni nani ahwefo. Kessben. Member menua titi susa Maakye ene menua otimensa nifaso. Speaker, ADBSC before meba assembly no. ADBSC wo Confanochi Teaching Hospital na me depa say yeko yenim in terms of your medical fraternity. Minua kasa pa menenu ye training wa medical school. Okay, doctors no ho a omo ye the first kidney transplant ewo Confanochi Dr. Minas Akins. Intimi omo ni na congratulations. Ne senior omo tumi apeja Confanochi and the medical fraternity in the Ashanti region din ama apeja ye no ntimi ma omo ni na congratulations omo ya de pa. And I hope say going forward no the necessary legislations are able to ho for organ harvesting. Uchi ase Ghana imra able to ho say yebetimi akipi ye organs no human organs no for medical purposes so san ebeko enim e parliament. I know that there's a bill there now antimi ankoye nti ye bompa say omon pushing omon passes our bill no so that we can be able to develop this sector of our healthcare so that yebetimi save a lot of lives. Intimi ma omuni na congratulations. Very well.
That's Yemra issues in this.
Yes. Speaker.
Yes.
Oshe and Sema a call parliament. I also watched the video, but Obibekano in adjudicating on issues, no, we have to uphold to the principle of natural justice.
Yeah.
Lawyers Beka Odi Otra Pattern. Intino Medrin say it will be fair to also give Irano the opportunity. Na Yesu Sayeti Ninsemano. Say yati honorable Anodompre Nsemano ewo the floor of parliament. But me the mechanic say we ni na ehun hia. Uti asie. Asema esini na ehun hia. De pe say omo be ya Ghana ma shobetwafo executive say omo be bo po year omo betimi de Ghana ekonenim. Enu na ehia. Orano sebi no onim say mbade physiologically they are quite different from women. Onim say every month a woman goes through her menstrual cycle and that can also affect that can affect her emotions. So we don't also know whether lawyer MFA Hardcastle was going through that physiological cycle that caused her to react in that manner. But I think that it was not right on principle. In the House of Parliament, you don't use such harsh words on anybody, not only members of Parliament, but we have to respect the institution. Parliament over the years, if the MPs are calling for respect, I think that they have a fiduciary duty to the people of Ghana to ensure that they raise the image of Parliament in high esteem. And now Kasano, your Parliament of Ghana, and it's on record. asama America no obi anim wa ha obi onim the political landscape of Ghana and him say parliament, how members of parliament get into parliament, most of them pay their way into parliament through their local elections, be it internal parties, by bribing delegates, and then subsequently in the general election handing over some goodies and then inducing voters. We all know that as a fact. Okaya demonstration we Democracy Hub for organize it together with us. I staged a huge protest in the gates of Parliament, in front of the gates of Parliament, for the passage of LI 2462. Parliament, the Parliament of Ghana is promoting what we call a kakistocracy. And the political landscape, we want to see some serious reforms in Parliament. Medjin say, if the political class would help us eradicate corruption and corrupt practices in our electoral process now, I bet me the Parliament anymore no aba back. But as it stands, Parliament anymore no de form. Omwa so sa ka ho bi na de form. And I'll say that as it is. Ni kran de back. Uti the American speaker. Into the around year no enye papa but me sremenua penyin honorable Anodom prayer se onfa nche na oyoba uti ase as bema de so wokuma kesema yemba no. You understand? And in today's contemporary Ghanaian society, we are advocating for women empowerment and education of young women now. We should have a bigger heart and a bigger place for our women. And the American say one can ye, but ye panacho say on fan channel, and we move forward because the business of the day they say we need to reset the economy and get the economy running well. Sika enuna headache.
Most important.
And because say ye free 8 years ewa ahotremu ye hu bida ewa ye mine history no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ye di economy ni shensa sebi economy ni sia no de akoto odo river mu senke ye hu de continue abanfufu aba no. And the parliament, as NDC for majority of parliament, let them focus on how we can reset the economy so that in Kosobeba Yekrum Hanum and put in the right laws and policies to reduce corruption in our public institutions because very, very critical and the right structures. And let's look at the way forward. Some ways in India, me who say everybody on both sides are criticizing the woman for what she has done, but and let's look at the way forward.
Very well. But 33 minutes after 8. My member Titi Katino, so now Mintiano for 10 minutes. Titi, my member also Minti on this subject. Together with Voma with the Nina.
Hey, I'm fine. Anyway, when you about
good morning.
Good morning, Titi.
Yeah, bet you. Ashrafu will be a movie. Issue of MFA Hardcastle, the course of our parliament. You agree with me, say Ghana, Hano. When it comes to politics, no, Obia to me, ye Obia. Obia to me, Obia Bibia. In politics. Anybody can just Obia bit maybe then work at your pay. And I don't want to backtrack. Insults are Edema Professor Mills. Insults are Yedema Jomama. Insults are Yaman and Agufuado. Apeni? There is nothing that will stop this kind of insults, Koso. Incompetent to you are a thief. Yet me for ex-president Oyewi. They call an ex-president useless. Charlie. And nothing happens. What am I say? Ain't he say you trivialize the issue when you say any case? I sit back and I laugh. The enye nrano and so enye day. Enye. But the enye nrano the mobua kataso man ye the anwe guso akataso. But ene the enye person mo maso de kosoro na yete the case bi enwa. Obeni This is the meaning of the kind. We have heard another umbrella on the floor saying, said the woman referred to her as this, as that, as this, as that. You need the true reflection of the story. Now, share video clip now. It started from somewhere. But as to what transpired before it got to that place of Maakye and no media and no amber. Intime, me say MFA had castle, you're wrong. And I mean say I know don't pray, doesn't have a right to defend himself. But what I have watched, I don't think that knowing MFA castle, she will just explode like that. And you know, what am I say? BBC and son on so send me monitor commentary now. If you are saying you haven't seen anything yet, we'll show you people. All these things.
I know they didn't say that. This is what Yaira Kuku was talking about.
You see,
in the video, you saw the video.
That's why I'm saying that part didn't come in the video.
So that's why I said they need a fair hearing.
What's what I say?
They have to be called for a fair hearing.
And seriously, wait, it will be back and forth. Speaker, it is not an issue we have to even make it a case you can discuss.
Very trivial.
When somebody refers to you as silly, somebody calls somebody a thief. Not any less person like an ex-president or a president. You are useless. Ex-president. And no you. But we silly no dear. No person the case. Ex-president MP one or into some of these things make me feel say it is not an issue for us to waste our money and discuss it. It is not an issue because we back today of all days. I got here at 7:45 on time, and it's 8:38. You have been talking about this. Excuse me to say useless decision or discussion at Akoso Parliament. And when you obi afro be silly, and no obi fro be thief, obi fro be useless, obi fro be incompetent, and no DM but we have an issue. Speaker, catch your producer say on share Niamafo from Fambra board and discuss it about things that have come out of the vetting.
Yes, but the question remains: is this how we want to go as a country? Say, I mean, in open TV, so vetting yini idea. Is it a kind of moral value, sir?
Mr. Speaker, that is not what we want to teach the kid. And I've told you this, be in introduction. In politics, these things happen. And nobody is able to stop him or even take somebody to court to say, I am going to punish you in court for you saying this. President Rebecca Cho say, well, Professor Mills. And these are serious insults. And yeah, if they call your father a thief, will you be happy? If somebody looks at your father and say you are useless, Mr. Speaker, some of the things are very serious. But we've let this pass. So when it's continuing now, what do you do? So you want to make it a case? It is not going to stop. They should rather sit in Parliament and pass a law. Say you can't call ministers of state and now government officials using such, you cannot describe them using those words. Number law to caution everybody. And then also, yeah, you go to jail or you go to, we are very saying for 6 months and 8 months. If you say no boy, and that will curtail it. But they are able to call the other colleagues. I've seen members of parliament. I've seen Napo insult people in parliament.
What is he?
Oh, I said I've seen Napo insult somebody. You are mad in parliament.
You are mad?
Yes.
You heard the voice?
Yes. It's not like, but you see, the issue is what happens in parliament. Almost say it stays in parliament. What am I saying? These are things that happen. So they should pass laws that would entangle all of us or indirectly. What am I saying? But it won't stop. Because if I stand on a campaign platform, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game,
but
and you can't stop
the
it.
Corridors of Parliament.
Corridors of Parliament.
Yes.
So when I sit on radio and I call Mr. Speaker, excuse me to say you're a fool. Are you saying that it doesn't hold water?
No, I'm not saying it doesn't hold water.
Yes, it's the same thing. What is corridors of Parliament then? Okay.
What
is there? There's nothing there. Me and you sitting here.
Are we not bringing the name of that institution?
Ochina was a Chodumase. Near your MP. What changes about you? It's the same you. You've just been clothed with some powers. 4 years, you're different who are we? 4 years, it is our powers. You are who? Okay, Jerry Rollins. Who were called the fear? They blocked the road. Awali, you remember? They put pillars on the road. So independent service who called the fear when he was president. The day he handed over power, independent square do fear near ye pillars there for. Inti say na soldier for the wachi, na police for the wachi, because you are in power. Don't forget, power is transient. It is 4 years. It can go overnight. A copy, you are an average human being. Okay, your minister where you see in Waka Mojola, a born asumi, defense minister, NDC.
No, Sam George Communications.
Sam George. No. This is way back. He was elected at UCC. He was the defense minister. You see how when he Debbie.
No.
Debbie. He talks with a hoarse voice.
And a deputy defense.
He was the defense minister. Rollenstein.
And yet, Dr.
Tornado.
He was deputy defense.
Good. Deputy defense. Yes. On no one we lost power. Obi seen waka mu ojolu. Across the coin. Actually, if you come born assume because power ni in same biome. So when people have power, it changes them. When the power goes, it finishes. Nevertheless, this issue of calling somebody silly, they've called even people thieves, people's fathers. They've called, and you choose to be in that. No, you chose to go into public office. And public office is public office.
Very well.
Public office is public office. You chose.
Yamiado, now say,
Eradiado. Is it never be habit, Anna?
And your habit because me late.
Titi can defend about.
I will defend him.
Titi can defend about the old
because you did not.
Titi Eba Yanami interview online. He has every right. But Oba, he has shared discussion.
I was here whilst Titi started talking, so I don't hear me.
Electric bus will break it down.
So, me da say, Maminchia, ya TF1, ya Shafonyina, na Minkasa, me da say, for this opportunity, na Minchia, championing for a Dikaya Kasa. I think, say, Adia Bakwa was say, say wrong is wrong. Say Nra anko ya and also intimi and justify. Let me name where Titi is coming from. Say or defending Mamino say or you. Mamino who say wafom. After sa altercation, Oma Honorable Agojab Govins. I didn't call another prayer office or patcho. She went there. Echo patcho. Oshe eye DC na. She say ebia why invite me oha. Na me ye program. Na frimpon. Na me ba no me de obi aba odimachi. On be program ni bi. Na frimpon ne ama no baby say ontena. Graciously o mama no baby say ontena. Na ebia na frimpon e provoke na no wadi na tem. In your own studio. The precinct of parliament. Ubeja obi kwan. Umbebi biao. Again, he was talking to another prayer when you started insulting him. He was talking to Omane Boama. You don't know their relationship. Omane Boama ne another prayer. Say kase obi betimi a stumbling block ahead of Omane Boama enya another prayer. They are from the same region. That's one. Two is that they are the best of friends. 3 is that Omususa Amu school mono another prayer handed over as Nook's president to Omane Boama. He helped him to win. And say Omane Boama MPP. You remember Ubieka say oh no MPP. And they have been good friends up to today. So say bia wo wadan fono no obeja no kwan a na se ohun se onene kasa no kasa sanko munkoye vetting. You don't talk to the MP like that. However, the provocation baby a wote no especially we oba no at least obetima ye ukunu ana wonu abema you don't create sin so that we micro minority wote hwana we did no na eden you tell him like this so
did you watch the full footage?
I watched it. I watched from where or can say, are you not micro minority when you were making noise on TV? I say, that also be say, are you calling me silly? That was what I saw. Whatever the provocation will have been, again, we are an appointee of government. You do see so no office crowd. You are supposed to be a regulator. Petroleum Commission,
yes.
Na se ene mimi ye adwuma o Petroleum Commission. Na se me boss na ye yi no on na e ba no na me hu se one obi tutu e wo TV so a. Sometimes we timi ko share baby na obi kika fon kire wo pa. Oro wo hwe wo ho no ko se debi me speaker me ba bet na fidie so. Obi humia because ye ko journalism school na kire en se nipa ka wo kramaya e news. But your friends Kwame Kanipa enye news. It usha the scene na se nipa ni yes ha ni wie no se debi. I have been appointed set me nko a position of trust. Mami yes awa abontin. The me then say Haruna Idrisu a settle case no. Say ombe pacho. Speaker Kran say obe inviting no to onone office and yes e bia or privileges committee. Na ebia one no akasa no wati the side of the story so pacho wana wapacho there are representatives omo ho se omo ye omo adwuma e ne de asem yi bae voma wo enye no a de asem ni bae no eye voma wo mo na motete jata ene well he's a nuisance to this country ene why a nuisance to this country.
Why is he a nuisance?
Papa no Osha ade papa be pa na why aboa man since I was starting in activism. First one.
So what can I do?
Was starting to fix the country. You see, waka wadwin for over 10 years now. Obi anche oda, obi andidi watem da. Your story we here last week. What trend this and people are commending you to the extent that muye wie no akwana ya muye story ana wakotete ho na wakasa ona breaking news no. Akogina ho wasi wa breaking news awote. Ananka wasa mukran munya mo reporter te ho de bia ananka waye because you broke the news say MP for our win ye galam say but we akotena ho say obeya na waja word but we do break so o kan wadwena ye de yansa to ho kai adwene fix the country was started obaye no enya ona kan say amini is useless say ye soldier for no useless nanka wasa o mo ye ku Ghana. This is the same person. Onona okodru ho or ye demonstration or the ties across it onokra no na onni kwan say obey demonstration. Wasan ko tu police for key. Sani panana align ecofinance running mate.
Why?
Align.
Align the former warrior.
Or the call say or ye running mate na one penny.
Oh, Debbie, we don't have that fast as fact.
I will give you the story. Me, I don't talk out of vacuum. Me te fidie so. Me te fidie so. Me nka adea enimu da. In August, before elections, Vomao ekotena star chat ewo bolare. I have the video. Our koka say Alan approached him. Call My Joy online, call GCB online, call almost all the online network. Me sure say Kessben online cry a story. Or say online ebe hu ni say ombe ni running mate. One gentum because on no feel say or say to us any activism. This rowdy person. Nanka obe running mate the ama ala say Ghana. Vomao akan sembia e was say yewurem. I am really all for it, son. He's the first person to come and explain. Say bia nsama wa kan first ni nyina bia yemfa ne se wanya no kra e bia we no kra bi o na wa beka na yahu because you see se ka say ye privileges committee one privileges committee atwe obi aso Ghana hada. It's one of the reasons people don't even respect parliament. De bia no se bibi ba ne so yenko yenye bipartisan committee yenye wia na ye okay say 2017 the same allegation na Mahama Yarga ye. The current Your friends a majority leader for NDC. Where you the same allegation against one MP, Chief Whip Muntaka. So akwaje bribe the abase omo chama omo. A committee was set up. Ghana for nyina hwe. Mahama Yarga couldn't substantiate. Obepa Ghana for nyina che on parliament nyina che. And that was it. So ene obiti abonte kwa onu so bitimi atwa trust her. Onu so bitimi allegations her. Because yeah MPs no yeah leadership ene we majority leader. Sa majority leader no ene be kan say obi akwaje bribe baba.
Na we see for mama.
Obe chama omo. Oye no this hand is signature ne ba ya Ghana for nyina seresa. Obe pacho. I can't say I am all for it. Ombra na ombe chirichi no why na eye. It beats imaginations and me obi ka tell me say obi betua bribe akọ parliament and now in this current government current parliament etiya. How will you even believe it? It doesn't even sound because NDC needs 184 members to pass among Crawford and 2/3. 184. 187 members. 187. It is ene enra no because say be a bribe be na ka say oh okay because ohia numbers.
But we overwhelm.
NDC ni be na betimi Ghana in see that o kasa wo court ya o party ya etimi you free parliament. Okay, Michael Tanya uno.
Yeah.
Lower menya krobo. Omu yiri firi ho. Ye de no wan kobiom anka okoye kra anka yiri firi ho. Oh, AAK wan kobiom ono wana ka say on kobiom. He didn't lose primaries. But Michael Tanya uno yokopamu no through primaries. We friends say Felix Chumasi ono kra waira o. Kwame da so MP no. Ono so sa omuko yiri through primaries. So, it tells you that there is no way you be present to omuna obi atuetia omo.
Okay.
But omra no be chire.
Very well. But I say go for problem by na minje.
Yes, Kwame. Mekai vama wo issue no. Okay, say Alan na choose no for running mate no. There's a media is get take rather. Exactly. Yes. Oni Bolare, he said that Alan Chamatin contacted him to be a media you screen so rather.
Yes, Mekai says have video
but Kwame Enra me share video here by madam no. Kwame utie NDC phone na almost say ma menentesa. You get me? Say ebia bibi na ekoka bibi e na man yes ade no. And I said in previous Kwame yeti hai say menya sure pa say if say yeti ha no na makoka se bi e de good doctor ho fi. Dia make what say yeti ha na ahonya me hwe na maka se bi de tia awo just like that. So be sure say something triggered something. And a ma menu so bia wantimi ahye no ho so a so a call fast ade no.
Oh, but Osha narration Yaira. Oh, just to chip in. Osha narration Yaira de buy kra na ye funny de no kra ya was on anything in chain. The man came straight, another pre came straight to speak to Omani and I said no. Ehu hia ko na ko everything no. And that was what triggered.
And
according to Yaira no kra
and Kwame, it will depend on how Obeka.
Yes.
So e betimi aba say masa kokokoko me de kokko tin you kokokoko the facial expression communication body language is part of and the body language is the most loudest when you do communication. The loudest I the communicating.
Dangerous.
So the communication the body language you say alongside the kokoko no so the bichi and no na betimi ama onabo another prejudice so we say woman no odi agro and I say that oni agro but the bottom line is Kwame
yes
woman ed the credit eba ko pe irrespective of how the thing happen bian one can say describing honorable another prayer as a silly the man is equally and enough to be your husband, you understand? So as for that place then he shouldn't have gone there at all. And the honorable Haruna Idrisu what say we a leader. I'm telling you, Kwame. What say we a leader? What say? Mr. Speaker, no crack. Yenina asam na aban yenyin tum say ye na atoye e di edipa ba ko na ato. Because ene na ye another pra or china be me. We are condemning it, but MME found the privileges committee because oyoba ahani akwa no gaga. You understand? Nemum yebamba woman na try an apology letter na wadi abre parliament and the honorable Andodompre Kwame Tuecha. Fantastic. You understand? Honorable government so eka the same thing, which I side with them. Oh, the bichi. Kwame say we have to do that because let's put it that way. But Kwame, your parliament that was here. Many doctor yardne. Awo. Mumia for 6 months fanya sa parliament drew. Nuclear baku pe Kwame see account this country. You lower your parliament standard do too much. I'm telling you. The parliament of Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Do ajaho kenjirasa.
JH Mensa.
Kwame. Felix Ouswe Japan. Ya wasa from
Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi.
Yes. Kwame. The pass of the parliament no obi be provoke you obe sad. Kwame. But today, the videos that we watch, what is happening in parliament, how parliamentarians are conducting themselves in and outside parliament. Obi say, oh, they have taken something out of parliament. So parliament now be ordinary. It will be a do a member of parliament here to about my to confirm ballot paper Judane or parliament. Hey, then funny. Any picture no be painted the tray.
Military craft mirror parliament.
Yes,
the floor of parliament.
Military call parliament. A parliamentarian see a better makonya so. Now the young parliamentarian akwatena ne naso.
About
what kind of something previous and nonsense is this? Why you people are reducing parliament to this level? On our guest house. Yeah, catch a woman say what they are ba apology ne ba. What do I address a parliamentarian or address this country? Because this is our August house. I hold no cocoa jina casa. You understand? That is fair enough. But Kwame, we need to. Because Honorable Kojo Opankroma, you remember that issue of Papanu issue Dubai. Yeah. You were using that phrase to do a submission statement or parliament. Then how did I do so was a majority leader catch and say, so I will draw aside that they will never accolade him as a minister. Why do you have to bring a vulgar terminology outside?
And a jab.
Oh, Kwame, forget about all this stuff. Let me tell you, Parliament is a serious business. Yeah, Kwame, Parliament is a serious business. How am I conduct you? Kwame, it is to help in this country. And then today, Obie, and then I'm here. So what asked it? Look at the element you call parliament today.
The personality.
The process are modern.
Process you call parliament. Today, first parliament can be a call parliament. Yet be kwachi ni pano kwasa masa. Blackon go and represent us because how when the pana conducting the whole the community, the real CCT, the BBR, yet be question for self call parliament. But today, Galamsies are going to parliament. And Kofua edidu omo yere matam publicly and call parliament. And Kofua kunto kwa wrong shit. Yenimu sa Kofo na Kwame. E call parliament. So e be ye day na no bi call parliament. Won we say oh e dan bi na si ho na obi abetimi akọ ha akọ ye de open wako. That's it.
Oh skadi obako.
Sha vama wo issue ya e ka kwasi. Kwame. Oliver Bama. When this guy described the seat of government,
Jolobi,
yes. Jesus Christ, who bought Doko? No, why? Jolobi house, just say Kromfoba, a house, a Kufuadu na president, and the seat of government Jubilee House contains the executive. Executive is the part of the three arms of government: the judiciary, parliament, and executive. Nobody was able to utter word. Say, yes, you need democracy. Who can say, who activate the Public Order Act, no? And you go through the process of Article 25 or 21 to do demonstration. But you say you kasani and you ye. Wo be an kashe you free say the baby obey your right.
blocked a road that Kwame leading to Jubilee House, leading to a referral hospital. A sensitive place. Block those house. The office say right because Obi na president. Kabi any son ye pe Ghana na ye pe no. Any son of democracy ni tie. Anyone who has my catch also many abre.
Okay.
Na ya hwe ye. O man tia no Kwame. Will become more than that. And I'm saying this guy is capable of he's capable of weaving a civil unrest in this country. I'm telling you,
very well.
Ne West and someone can me so bet to be the civil war about this country. So man tianwa.
May I say that report? It is only 9 o'clock. Now, my member doc, you can hear no album. There is a petition to the president for the removal of EC chair and any deputy. I don't know if you now bet you. Maminchio, obey me at the former Wodia and our person.
Well, Speaker.
Yes.
Voma was Sama Abetu Jano. Voma has been an activist in this country for quite some time now. And we know where he's aligned to. He's, of course, aligned to the NDC. I have even been a victim of his Democracy Hub demonstration. I don't know whether you saw that video. Kaita ma demonstration, free the protesters. Na communicator bako ni na omoso sa na omo acheno aka nkrofo na omoche over 53 people omoche here. Intino yera honorable Alan Kojo Tramantin eboa ne ho supporting nkrofo na omoche omo no, and they gave them some lawyers and also brought some lawyers from his law firm Law Plus to serve pro bono. Intino me call omo demonstration na me call bo honorable Alan Kojo Tramantin din say wa bo omo no. Hey, but share honum amo ambushi me. So of course what I'm saying is that voma on one ye ohwe ni utterances ni nyama oye wo krom hanuma be ento asum. But it's back to what I said, that parliament is its own I would say problem. It's similar to parliament and then obia from brand just omo ho. We need serious reforms in parliament, how people get into parliament. And then minimum crofo titru omo the capability betimi akọ parliament akọ boa parliament, but esan say omo sika semu endorse ntino and no parliament akọ say don komi o sika na wotumi to constituency elections na from the internal party elections betimi ara parliament into some akọ parliament. I think that we need serious reforms in parliament to strengthen the institution. Easy as sama odiaba no. It's like a Bronibeka deja vu. Speaker, on a more serious note, the American say petition now omodi akoma yera President Mahama no on train he shouldn't act on it now. The American say ye ba be fa suban boni bia yenhwe yi a ebe say democracy. Since Afarijan ekoye no akwa suban boni say party be power omo be measures omutimi di EC chairperson, any other commissioners nobody omo nkrofo ahihye mu no. We've seen that under the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo regime. Omo yi Charlotte Osei for certain procurement breaches no. Omo di MPP for titru ekoshe EC, which is not right, because the constitution actually said the EC should be an independent constitutional body.
Now NPP for
Boss Manasari, he was a known communicator of the MPP, and a patron of Tescon, and a patron of Tescon. No, or a Tescon for patron. Into no Udi Bossman, he can deny it. But everybody knows who our speaker, who himself Bossman Asari, is an MPP member. How did you know the MPP ni ever kwakoshe EC honum? Do you think that any mistrust about a political system and the processes leading to an election? Speaker, your proposal no say number one, constitutional reform, And what are we proposing? Mrashebedra fie aye wono aye baako pe ewo Ghana. We are proposing that we bring in a second chamber, a second Mrashebedra fie, which Broni Beka bicameral parliamentary system. Sa second chamber no. Speaker Utie.
Now we see for Mama meet you.
Sa second chamber no. Ye mpese ye hu political actors ewo into that second chamber we made up of youth organizations or more Ghana more reps no. Persons with disabilities or more reps no wo mu. Ye ahemfo no omo reps wo ho. Religious leaders or our faith-based organizations omo reps wo ho. Trade union, CSOs, the media, academia, all these apolitical entities on principle would have their reps there no, so that they can be able to appoint heads of independent constitutional bodies.
Okay.
To say EC, to say IGP, CDS, and other sensitive positions are institutions no independent, because politics we have infiltrated all the public institutions. So and then the more Ibrahim governance index now, judiciary autonomy has declined by 50%. President Mahama should hold on to that position. He should not act on it till we have constitutional reforms.
Okay.
And this proposal is one that I think that would act as a buffer in solving the issues of our governance in this country.
Very well. May I say, Titi, Bremu Mame, na Mintio.
On the EC, no?
Yes, on the EC. Open say, or the former or the end, so come on, bet media.
Oh, former or the end. On Wakasem, the SB Yano. I'm not into defend anybody. You can't just say Beka Obe say you be doing and now Obe Kasema for be one AM draw. Ebia or evidence will be a yen into ene on coca don't so recording no what said dear no wood whatever it is no on go to now those I won't call them corporates, those involved in that enterprise no mundi. On the issue of petitioner I call John Mahama. Yatina Krum who petitions be echo president ho. He chooses to either work on it or not. And then he has his discretion. Obetimi aka say enda ho emfa no. Obetimi aka say let it roll. Depending on the discussion with ne na pam for money on your mo echo eba. So the menu aneka no. See anhwe ni ya eba be ye
a recurring event.
A recurring event. In effect, so John Mahama episode these are electoral reforms and constitutional reforms. I'm sure that aspect of appointing will come in at a point in time and center stages. Now going forward, we'll look at how to appoint independent institutions who near limited president power to do it as on. I agree to some of the things that it's not supposed to be on open or appointee. But Osha, that's what that's been MBY
But is it not just recent now any master?
Recent now
because Aferijan was there for a very long time. We didn't have some of
if because call retirement and in the animal buy they felt that Charlotte say had a dent of procurement breaches. But my issue is, what has procurement breaches got to do with her real job? In terms of transparency and delivering on her mandate. So procurement breaches, I deal with her. But they use that as a basis to remove her from office and brought Sebi Sebio to see the Kano, MPP4, and be able to If it is me and I'm the president, now say the constitution allows me to do it now, why will I also not do it? It takes a very, very decisive leader to say no to some of these things. But history, I mean, who say, Professor Mills Baya, okay, say father for all, no, I'm waiting. In the end, no, the people now feel say, let them stay there. They are Ghanaians, no. They ended up stabbing him in the back. Until Ubia coming into office, so our psychology, no, agent say, this thing has happened before, it didn't work for me, so this time I won't do it at all. Removing G Mensa, I saw the petition, and they were citing like mistakes in declaring results over and over. What you say, and some of these things.
Some of the points.
Some of the things in the petition, no? And but fast forward, this last election, we've had peculiar challenges with. My friend is saying some constituencies are
parliamentary
seats in Timi, and they try to use the judiciary to achieve their aim. If you ask me my personal opinion about seats nan Tokwa, I felt not even South currently there. I felt once EC is not able to have the pink sheets, or the parliamentary candidates don't have the seats, or the best thing to do is to declare that constituency null and void. You don't do that. That is, for me, it solves the problem once and for all. And Obiabe who say, oh, the Amina may say it is an and netty. And got to you. Let's go over again.
You should have annulled the whole result for those.
We are sorry, you don't have the pink sheets. Your parliamentary phone in NDC phone in Nibi. And before Nibi, the next time you be kono, ECC will electronic pin sheet in the never see you.
NDC for the NDC for the.
Look, to bring peace, null and void. Yanko today, let's close. You said dates. Let's run these ones again. And to be clear this time, what's I say?
Yeah.
But back and forth is also no. It makes you see, say, is the EC collaborating with some individuals to make the to rule in favor of some particular candidates and now say, if I sit on the fence as a candidate, now yako ene me county we and nami leady, but me pension is 4B and I ye na 10, and I also so challenge now in the end no. I am leading. Who set for neck on the intimate tunchene in team. You call by and when your pension is in the abishim in then he passes me and now he's able to win the election. I feel uncomfortable about it. So for me, those seats they should have just declared them null and void. There should be a rerun, complete rerun. Not even those polling stations alone. Complete rerun. Because there are challenges about those. And I'm going in the case, I'm going to say 60 police stations, the engine to. Okay, it's a 60 engine to one. Young 60
because without the 60, we can't declare.
Yes. Let's go and run the 60 alone again. But we'll share EC back and forth here. Look, this election has been very peaceful. Apart from the seats now problems. Don't be surprised in the next election. This thing will reoccur and you won't have just 8 or 10. You have 20 or 30 of them happening like that.
Okay.
Obi also Lucia. Either to destroy it and I be shibi. Then to come back and forth, say court. But if we see you say, okay, very well. I'm not there. I have my reps there. My rep, what do you say? Also, I don't have the pin sheet. Case closed. Let's do a rerun to those 10 electoral areas and our polling stations. And we'll be a old say constituency near 20 seats, 20 polling stations. You will be a 15, 5 in a problem. 15, do you agree or say I? Do you agree or say I? You're Koran 5, no? You're Koran 5, the banner the count. Then Obiang is smoothless. Nobody will argue. There will be no argument about the election. But here is it. And then Obiang nipping sheet maybe. You call that by when you're to sheet. How?
But as it is, 14 after 9, this is Kessben. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. I can't stop listening to Kessben, Maakye, and then the rest of your programs. God bless you for the good work you are doing for Mother Ghana. You sent this one. Kojo Anthony, what the way free Sefi Homijibre Adebaye. Kojo, thank you. This one says that good morning, Mr. Speaker. President Mahama has given the mandate by Ghanaians. They should start solving the problems and stop complaining. Beatrice Boache Edway Free Wyben Ventures, musical ventures, Konongo. Speaker, good morning. Great work done. They have spoken well. I thank them for everything they have done. Fokio Alexander Edway Free for Mim Anna Ebai. Fokio, thank you for a message. Anope. Good morning, Speaker. I like your outfit today. God bless you, Mr. Speaker. I'm still on BOT's appointment. I beg our President John Dramani Mahama to remember him as well. Sabato, sensing that one from Winchi constituency. Greetings to Alaji, my MP, Alaji Seidu Haruna. Thank you, Sabato, for a message. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I disagree with TT on your show. So should we rationalize and justify everything in Ghana in the name of NDC and NPP? Would he allow the wife to speak to him in the manner in which the woman did? Is this the moral standards we want to set for our people and our children to follow? Bafo, we are sensing that one from God. So Bafo, good morning. God, so for your chairman of pay. We say, good morning, Speaker. Please, I'm Bismarck from New Edobia. Say it is very sad that when a man bully a woman is not a crime, but rather when a woman bullies a man, it becomes a crime. We were in this country when Chairman Wontumi insulted Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman, the current vice president, on his own television, and nothing happened. Ghanaians must remember this as well. Thank you for a message. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. What is the moment? What is the movement for change? That is what you mean. Communicator saying. Which second chamber is he talking about? Does he know the kind of governance we practice in Ghana? He should do this his research well before he appears on TV, since it's also an educative platform. Kojo Odiwe for Elmina and Ebai. Thank you for a message, Adiaba Elmina for a chairman. Good morning, Speaker. I'm an Ewe. I want to explain the meaning of Vomawo. Vomawo means someone who does only wrong things. My name is William Carl from Takrade. William Carl, thank you for a message. In Ghana, the election time, my junior driver sorted. Okay, I'm not really getting no contest in the year. Thank you. Mamin kind last one way now. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Haruna Idrisu has earned my respect, and I take him to be a future president one day. I love him so much, and he has always demonstrated maturity. Bismarck, go to Africa Sapin, Anna Ede Ebai. Thank you for a message. This one says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for your good works. Please let us not forget that during the campaign period, these party boys were promised to work at the Galamsey site. So today, they must actually benefit. Thank you for your message. 17 after 9.
Speaker Medase, I think the Titi Katona Ekano, or ye per se, set a bad precedence in this country. Obi a bonia, on funny bonnie in Indy. In the 10 constituencies, Bakubienua, Uya Blekumanova, there is no single constituency Obiakasa only pink sheet. Obi. And that was what was used to declare it is only a Blekumanov and also a Kabako. And I'm sure they may rerun. Say Anya, Ombeko Korirani, it's our police stations, Omoshes Ombeya. Ghana, Afarijan, a two sana Basabasa by Ewo, Aquatiano, Yakorani 5 polling stations.
Yeah.
Because that was in contention. Now, Obia Onimsa were losing elections for Fantia Kwanoff. Aqua shit party officer. No, you see, you're running the entire constituency. Sana, Anka set about president. Me who say, my buying winia. No, my shit ballot papers. No, my cousin in Ashi. It ain't running because men use the state apparatus to win the elections. So it doesn't happen like that. Again, Jean Mensa, Tama Oma NDC for pick us Makumako 10. No one in the MPP ni.
Why?
Jean Mensa.
NDC for that?
Yes, in 2002. My political parties, including PNC, my 1 pickup, my NDC 10, my MPP 10. That time now IEA was supporting a democratic process. Pay funding these political parties. Now in MPP ni at that time. Onama na oye IEA na oye MPP ni. Ene obetina kunyamu de oye MPP ni prekope. I think that Oshe the petitioner a call you say in Frihana. It lacks merit from 2022 and from 2020 and Mensa Thompson. Edukoi say what disenfranchise. No, first one they say one declaring assets me boy. If I say so what you because you're finding chair into me a file I draw attention of file on yam from Subia into am biemukra because that was the reason second one they say fixed account reform no can say wama sal for anyenti in firi and also the records were set that Oshe time some local government ministry a troba is create the constituency now. The CI got matured 10 days and I said 5 days after elections. And they mature, so they couldn't have voted. And NSC the same rehash of the same things. So compared to Charlotte Osei, it doesn't gel. Charlotte Osei, dear no. First thing I buy and say, Georgina Opoku Amankwa, our any deputy, one Amadou Sule, and I started accusing each other of fraud. Omumi no. And now accuse me no. About public, they were granting interviews. Georgina Opoku Amankwa say Amadou Sule akwaje NDC for 5 million Ghana. There was illegal transfer. Amadou Sule Georgina so endowment fund the sika bi da ho ayira. Maame no so procurement office wo ho. Nanso ono na trauma company semomra. Na me mam contract. As a lawyer, and you think that nipa na yadi oman no ahye ne nsa se onhwe isi no ono aye procurement makuma hunsia a wo ye lawyer ni mapa no NCCE as boss I was so chere obia na djuma I was so ye asa no ba isi say nipa no a breach your procurement laws and was so fiase u breach procurement laws na itimi ko fiase man ye na the petition na omo ayehwehwemu ahu se ampa ono agitu mu e kan se na onim se oso otworo koma public procurement for approval of normal oye okofa lawyer ni a omo lawyers but okofa lawyer ni private lawyer Albert Sorry and I friend say Tadio Sorry ekofa no na one for through the right process no okofa no so these are the reasons but where did the odiba say sal for enya kwan amba anya representation for 4 years and tiemfa subono mon e created the region we e was say you created district and sana yetima your constituency you cannot create that constituency anywhere because na omo other regions no more Volta no more Hohoi they could not be in Hohoi udi omuko your friend say Jessica Nswa is an immediate ben enye because I was a created district after the creation of the region. Omo created district now around October. And omo trauma and Troya within 2 days omo prepare the LI. Omo call a parliament choruses. Tama adiani matured no na atwem. And this is the facts.
I'm not interjecting you. After sad December na bad January parliament bad. What stopped the EC from activating that LI to go and run election in just that constituency?
So Omurania, how does the person serve 4 years?
But what are you talking about?
Yes,
they will have a representation in parliament.
Let me ask you.
Let me draw your attention to something.
Hold on. It is constituency declares
yes.
Would they serve 4 years?
Yes.
Would they serve for you?
Yes, because that elections was done.
No, those
in December.
Those who have.
You can't tell me that the selection should be done in February or May. If it is done in February, then
I thought
the person serves
from when they swear you in.
The issue is not,
yes, it's not for you
to serve for 4 years, but to have a representation in parliament.
We have a problem in this country.
Time in parliament. It was deliberate. It was a well calculated agenda so that these people would not have representation in parliament. It was a well deliberate agenda.
Your constituency, your district, Bia, a Bain, Menya Krobo area. Electoral areas, Makuma Kumiensa. Yeah, district level elections are. Omodiane in the next day. Assembly members don't even serve with assembly members or Ghana Hanyina. We can create that problem in parliament. Or the issue is say time I created the district within 2 days. So falter the created district now they are fine. But within 2 days no prepare airline call parliament or they call parliament call recess. Parliament call recess time I was a bill no matured no na 14th of December and I was say so these are the facts. It's so I was say no jira so yinadi
there be into January amba
they make can say we see
February amba for
4 say one penny amomo anye time I no create constituency no na emra no ema no ho kwan say obetima your friends abato obi a
okay.
So enunti na ma oye so the who can say who compared to Charlotte Osaya it doesn't gel on the chamber now who can the person is drawing your attention to the fact that we have a unitary state which cannot have two chambers like that. And until the panel a catcher will say do your research because and I make us say oh no they are all can
do just me researcher we were part of
speaking to the microphone.
Yes. Oh, catch me, sir. Nipa no maybe one tea asema ye kanasi. And MPP for no the omunti asieda. Oti asia. President Kufuor, if he cares to know, President Kufuor even initiated that idea that we have to run a bicameral parliamentary system through constitutional reforms. Into no nima asema mamembra. Into no what I said ne say as part of your constitutional amendment no going forward no. Looking at how politics, partisan politics, as say your independent constitutional bodies, and the powers are the president or they are appointing microphone, use our powers for independent constitutional bodies, and then do away with the Council of State because Council of State now acquires a protege of the president. They are proteges of the president, and then Council of State wo ena Ghana, ye kanu akodru senu. Council of State wo ena. Meba mami kasa ena galamse under the watch of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I say yes to about 60% of Council of State. What's the responsibility?
The second chamber in Nigeria, what do they do?
What is the Council?
The second chamber in Nigeria, what do they do? How do they contribute to the day-to-day running of the state? You don't even understand it. Maybe you are a science student. They'll see trouble.
Council of State.
I read political science. I read these things and wrote exams in it. The who can make me kind extra exams on it.
Council of State should give advice to the president. Into say Omutu president no he shouldn't have misgoverned us in that manner. Into the American say the Council of State
you couldn't even get 50,000 votes. I don't even understand why you even get platform to come on. Not even 50,000 votes.
That will not be
fair. The biggest loser in the 2024 election is the MPP, and you talked about because Ghana Sika more useful for election. Come on to me.
Any appointment. Running mate here any appointment. Running mate here any appointment. And I'm going for more.
Mami, hear me point.
Just 1 minute. Wrap up.
Nyansa na Americano.
They are just
Nyansa for no better. Otiasie. Asama Americano Nyansa for no better. The Council of State for so long since 1992 to date no. Yehun some why say proteges of the president. Otiasie. Intino
they are elected.
Intino mami hear me point. Intino what we are calling this.
So when is the election this weekend, right?
Yes, they are elected. You had E.T. Mensah, a foundation member of NDC, elected for Greater Accra.
What we are calling this, we should do away with the Council of State and then instate a second chamber, which would not have political actors in appointing the heads of independent constitutional bodies. Because Speaker, say and then there was second chamber. There was second chamber. Now you more legislative power to appoint heads of independent constitutional body. Or obi ambeka say IGP na MPP arrest and NDC arrest, but they would serve in the interest of Ghana. So what did they make?
May I say, Titi? Just 1 minute. Wrap up, mama na yen fancy.
So say a while me panacho.
opportunity to come back again.
Yes.
Miss Meba,
propaganda
if you have
because an enough report on the
party secretary and
I say
Alan, yeah, positive numbers. Alan, only tell. Okay, went to 50,000 votes. Maybe contested president and count 9 over 100,000 votes. I mean, constituency. Alan doesn't have constituency. Even the constituency or two, but he couldn't get more than 10 votes.
Who is the biggest
loser? Who is the biggest loser?
Thank you.
He didn't get 10 votes.
Medumo microphones. Yes. Their microphones are off.
Mimi the other say.
Thank you.
Awa Tio boss. Awa mimi the other say me panacho. So fair commenter, he should speak well for the people of South. The instrument matured after December 7th. I agreed. But thereafter, 4 years, are you saying that EC didn't think twice? Say, let us go and run an election there for the people to be safe? Because before election, what sure letter almost a presidential you met me at all. But parliamentary the moon to me. So, please don't be doing this. You are a fine gentleman. Who call radio so TV? Don't say, don't justify
Fred
what
MP.
Why are you surprised?
Fred MP.
Banyo is MP after 4 years. 4 years.
Why are you surprised?
But it's not her fault.
These are people from Nana People's Party. That's how you act. These are people from Nana People's Party. Not FPPO. Nana People's Party.
I won't hurt you for that. But justify and even the person will not serve 4 years.
Because the elections in this country have more than 100,000 votes. I'm telling you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
It was deliberate.
Dr. Ramsey is a senior communication team member for Movement for Change, and Awa Mohammed is a member of the NPP's communication team. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm grateful for your time. I don't pay Mame and Chocho industry for ase papa no pay one more the chocho tea at the abadwa mine so utie man no pay a chocho tea no mpacho correct person the morning na we looking very active with there as I said one chocho for edi nkomo na wonsa eka omuti no ebe afi wutie me mpacho BP na ha wadwen ye di chocho BP tea no e di aba se nonnom bi anopa bia emfa sichire ene milk emfra ononoma ebeboa e di pressure no aba form pa oye oba utrimi onunumu ana etete na ebubu anopa chocho eye hair food ne conditioner ana afi so the base no unnecessary udisiesie uti na etimi eboa wo ye mpacho oye oba oye bema esan adwuma wo ye nti onsam eden mema no mo hye socks mo hye shoe na mo yigu ho ana center bem ni nyina no enye anopei oyi su chocho hand and foot cream a etusa ho ha nyina no ase ede mouth say open dudu mo atu a obeko su home in the eastern region na oni chocho edi nkomo ewo ho opese ye package ede brown so a ye cars no vans no ebe deliver ni nyina no ede amount eno achi supermarket malls ana afin so chemical shops pharmacies ahodo ni nyina herbal shops ni nyina no eton chocho product ni nyina no ebe for one more anopay on 0551 815388 0551815388 and after 0244727348 0244727348 obetimi after 0504555535 0504555535 na oni chocho industry eni enkomo anopay womo ebeje woso na afi womo ahwe ama wonsa aka product ni nyina no ebe na anopay ofa wose na tenase
kaka miampo kwa mwasi anansio mitro kaka
Medeno edi nkomo edi efloba sampa asweye na prostate ho how bia na womu na etu ase prekope edi ma pacho ya so catheter ebrenu ni se woni of a wosen ebedi mpo na obetu ni nyina no ase dia ma wa wo jonso a ya na wote ya wonya tinkasa wo jonso no ni nyina ama ebi akam ni nyina no batampada roma wo betu ase edi ama ofa maagye
ya medie
na empombo ko de
ya adu na monso
erade adom menso me ho ye pa
anope me chiachia etiefu a omo pabre ehwe na omo tie afidie so de yin anim no medjuma me yansem hwe positive ade
okay
de ameka se no yankopon adom ya amem ho aduru a etu yare na se kura positive yade bia ense de ho aduru enya na sa ho aduru ena papa abra me nya bia na me pimpim no in fact senka ya me madom ama me anya maduru ya ke bia na me so me de tie pimpim epe bia me nya ya hwe because when you ba makachi de bia no utum se ebebre abre obirukwa to me ba bisa se adun yade no enye huhum yade because why we chia still enye onya ayahwe na no tinama de bia me ka se utimi kan positive yade ho a when you 90% healed what me ka keke no se me ka say when you 100% healed 10% ni so obitu na mo abehwem aba makachi abepa machi akwan wo ba wo ho beto my telephone number me di kind telephone number na actually dey bia na me refi my number is 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 me wo kaswa fifi prat last stop e yin no kwanso na Kumasi nso me san wo agent Kumasi no mano ya sesan kakra and 0207 70 92 0207 70 92 when you Kumasi ne kwaso yin na fresh no me we o menye do ne bi ato ena takrade ene ne kwaso nso number ni 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 obi a when you work takrade ne kwaso so ompe sa omfre number we munye do ni bi ato na positive yade a yade bia eye memanko a mama edi be say enfie duasan ekono an say at most 40 years ekono sare yade ye omo eyewa ememu adwunso pi anaju titru eyewa ahyase baju se bia adwua na odwunso anansu dudu na wonum da bi memu adwunso pi anaju ugusu dwunso sa bedu bebi na fe na dwunso ne kan na wa ma ho ya ha na odwunso agu ho enu achi behwe na se dwunso ne kan na ojan ko jan so odwunso a kwansi na untu dwunso e bachim ansa na otumi adwunso ana so se Junso no eba no ebeba na hode ewo junso na chi no kitu abi pressure no wo form enu se when your prostate ni bi ebetu aba so bajunso agu ho a wonim se junso de wo junso agu ho ana so se bajunso boja ana betu aba se usisi be o ya o mama sam be ko form ni nyina prostate symptoms ni bi na ni na nkamfu ano didim sa one day obesore no na ojunso ambabiem na fe na efe no urinary retention e say o hospital ma yeden e de rubber show obambam na no sa ya de we ya enumguase ya de ni owo sa ya dan so say making say e de e show positive no esa no say positive na ke senti na ma san so so makan na ba no inte ko ba na sa no a ade chien bia na eye kase ko nanim kontie do wo ba po show na se ojunso fa sa ro ba nimu a sila no echeche eye kase the finally be na akoye kuro because yade hunam akwa bia no se ehunu a ekuro na eye na abofo fan cancer na ba ebedi akọ hunam akwa bim o testicles mu o liver o kidney na ebekom na fe na edo ko nsedo na sa ya de we ni akopon idom ma me ho aduru a etu ase ma sa tibia na obowo mu no eden efiri okra fi se ya de enduru a wosisi ni mu ina no ma na gidwunso no wokọ na se bia wo a ebeka wo fe ebeka wo na obadwunso we de ya de medwunso pia na junti min hospital no kwa doctor be mu attesto ebeka so wo yen large prostate ampa na edwato tamsulosin hydrochloride anaso se fenesteride so enu ma ojunso na kofom ama wodwa adwuma so sisi idea yare no ko na nkoi sai edo no manage ojo nso no keke relax muscles na wo post ni junso twa no I friend bofu boni fe no you know bladder no relax muscles so say be ya obetumi ajunso fine na mum post na ahunu a akofa ana akoye kese na akofa yare na ba ne de enye ho hwe nti wonu madu ni na ehye kire na kese na say nti won ya efa say do no betumi adi ho dan say wanu madu no still ojare kakra pe na junso na san ba because prostitute no kase ane se eye enu medu enu ya medu a ehwenke prostitute na kase no ebadwedwe no amana asini dadam obi enu wa no meduro aba mama test no na wakọ asa mama test na prostitute ne size tete se mu da ebekọ form completely ebekọ form a na afi ne nsunsu na eden ekọ form akosi no normal na no anu we ya de na eden asietu say bi na ye me a me hospital ye hwe ye doctor technician no testing me say be man na mai na te say so daddy o positive dey efin bi enu ho e free ho na man ma duro na wi a me ko ye me yes test na e free ho me nya problem bi abiem saa so na won ya ba makache me hwe omno ko a adasidie na omudie echenkofo echi akwan na one good news ni say sam ne ya eba me ba radio scrub ya ikrando do na omo ye enkofo refe omo mame won ya ba me nchen enya ya asa na afi no omo de me no ma ema nkrofo me do omo ase me do bibia wa ba makachi a wahu se edo no eboa na aboa no na osanso de no ma na ma nipofofro no onkoso enya sa me do omo ase pa because ya de ne yare bia enhu aduro eni wo saa de bia me ka se so bi a wo post obi echo me chi akwan wo post no bi chi me chi akwan a chede kase pa ni bakunda ba ma won sa achede no because nko obekọ bebre wunya ya sa ye me ka tu me ho me ka se de bia me ka so obi so post de do cha me oboa because when you ba ma nchan bo 1000 obi aba tumi ka se eye me be se mfie num ne ma chinchin nti me susu abra ko me ya hwe be hwe na no ato no nti so obi se owado se post de do cha me a me se oboa Ghana ha ye yini pa be se mensa ne se mensa na manka ho a man difference and to mienu a na se anya correct nti me so obi aso obi o sa tibe ni mu and that's what enyan sign me ho ma obi a de bia me ka se edro wei ko ba se ngofo obi nka me ekoye hu nsem bi ma edro no ko ka se edro ni nyadwuma ma manfo ye se bia on pa me chi akwan a ebeya me ya abeya me se ye se bia mi faso a menye wa chi am ebeya me abo ebeya me ya na mom nipa dodo na anka na me so be mo me ya ayasa no a ebe so mo kwan na ye me ya ntemi utimi nka se wo prostitute a mamma obi na dawo menye nitifo yensani pe me chi akwan wo ba ho beto me bompa ye sise me ya FDA approval me bompa ye se aban be pe me chi akwan nanka eduro ye da ko hospitals nanka Minister of Health eyisu meduro no de bia me ka se eduro no Minister of Health no mu yusu a enko bi no e be shan rubber because nipa ne ba na se ma na eduro no a e be shinki positive man ho ato no inte be de na ekodu be be shan rubber ye sure rubber o mama sam ato ape because untu nko yire ho rubber se oba mu asabe se da so be sida ko yire ho entinu se utimi nka na se wa sure rubber bra o ba mamu eduro mo ho ato em se nabi obi be di adase o ha ewo ya na konjua metisu ya na obetran so di adase mi se last year be di adase me na me man eduro man rubber esen mpo en fa se na mu esen na ya se igi free wa on no ton eduro no western region ma me agent am man no man onwa nti se wo sa ti be ni mu a me come with conviction say me won eduro mo post eduro to ase completely okay mama ho atowo me no money say me san fa me no money to adwa biem me no money 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 Kumasi 020 70 92 020 70 92 Western region 0246 04 34 58 obi a otimi nkebia no ati that say no more way take note of it because possibly they no ngwase dey a kan wa ebegu anim asasa kun kan wo de bi am ka say unya start positive start o pe it say the wudini a odi etuo akire so o dancer bo be shoot nipa dodo anya prostrate dodo na positive kun omo se nipa 10 ne be nya prostrate a na emu 8 positive be kun omo 2 na kana say ya fufure na kun because positive na hu do den enye simple sa nse me tia ka me ka say pe me chi akwan a na nye bia me dwama num keke me kan bi sampa na akire wo ma hwe nipa bebre a omo ato mo a bebre friend damase ebo mabaso nti se na me tia me kan wo sa ti gbenu mu a me pe ba bia pe me chi akwan wo ba wo beto fiafo am say Madame Nason.
Aso apa ho.
Medasi ano pe. Medasi pi.
Nyame insha.
Insha so pi.
Medasi papa.
Very good.
Ever himself. Oliver Vomao. Interesting. Is he evermore?
Yeah.
Go for me how you must say no mo ani je onim sa.
Ono perise ya.
Nipa bi ho no ma ye boni di ni ye ni say na man ani je.
Kokot no bahana. We ye ni ho bad say from.
Ebi ni me a wudi matem no mani. Sa ko ma ye adwuma na wo ani matem kra
so say a little bit trendy.
Oh yes.
Obi o ho person trendy. Na ebi edi ji trendy no ho pa.
Passport ni nye easy kra.
Easy kra. Abona you. The kai those days Kwame. Se wo hye suit ne ayi a be ka kambua yezo akwado ye fom wo be ka hebetmen sama akotoko a place de hye a suit red ne kambu white no and e be dane nko afosi anti bi da ene na aba be fashion ya na obi ayi eti unya na aba ene omo ne hwehwe
aba hu se on the bag bi so aba mse document nko a
eti obe tena se obo je bribe
o say obe so obe so ye
ala obe pacho
o ye lawyer nti no
Kwame honorable Koko Asante.
Okay,
so no honorable Koko Asante
Dabi
na honorable Koko Asante or a member of parliament but menim baby or will deliver such a powerful message.
Etiwa West. Okay.
Will deliver a powerful message be efa another don prene a issue no. Now be anko pebinhwe. I have it and I'm listening to it.
Okay.
Why you pa
Nana Mamin Kasem with them fancy. NDC for positions no more chichen. Over in Pong. One more year in Crawford be a free.
Kwame asem we time we ma
Emma but omo ye you Crawford
e fa chef free gym na
Crawford bi so ho dey amu yi omo free mu a ye be dede o na obi ti say BOT say NDC for ni yi ni free ma ye be dede because up to now adwuma BOT aya ma NDC no the offer no ho hwan no bebre na anye bisa don't worry your head bebre na home dom sika boy yes ye nim BOT so disca boy wa ye adwuma kofo da ye bibia
na Kwame
mu yi ni free ma
me ba Kwame mi twa sa no bara ya metiasi we di sika boy na wo do sika boy na wo tie condition mu na wo to na wo bi na form na Kwame
this kind of boy
boy na power na ba ne ni obi ono no nam de oye demonstration ne ni obi a ye tutu ono no nam demonstration ani obi a ono no ti radio so a okasa ye di na tem na wo tua sika no wo tua sika na sika na koto abade ama sa de na wo ka ra metiasi o your full soldiers Kwame will be the challenge what the campaign. You have to appreciate it.
Obi wo hona man position anana. Wo the man people because hona party for ni be.
Yes, Kwame.
And say na bi otitie. Mo man appointment na me see ye be dede. Obi antiase.
Charles asam dey ya omunya.
Because they say Matthew na me can say on visa agro na media Mate youth na mobilize ni ade e ba no. Munya na mo BOT din na munya mo peace
na afesu Kwame yen kan kire omo se omo so omo nya appointment no Kwame so omo kwa officer wo mu susu nye ye fe ne say jolly things basintele ade ya oye Kwame ani hwan fa
de he
obi a wo call office na nipa bese moto bese 500
enyo no organize omo ane tu ko di achi
oh Kwame
won say wo ye campaign won say no mo ye sa ade no okay oye campaign wo ko ba bia na the motor ni lady
anya our somebody po Kwame why you ho
enti we mu
nyina almost start so obo ba ho de bia be gi sika school fees the rent asane
no satisfy wo mu nyina wo mu oni omu
and your problem o
constituency to constituency wo mu nyina aba wo mu nyina aba wo mu ko ba bia na the motor ni de echi wo mu nyina aba
Be almost na two abai no.
I'm say from 5k green am.
I 5k.
I apon. Mame wishing. Ajapuma Kwache, a very big happy birthday. Ajapuma, it's your birthday this morning. We're celebrating. Now, me wishing a fear at the park. Dakua, a very big happy birthday. It's your birthday today. I'll pay happy birthday to you. God bless you. Baba, we need a Kwame Appiah Kubi. So, joy is happiness with Medford Action. I don't do me any or China. Wada Thursday we'll be back on the Kwacha Yania Yabasaba na Yababe Somonina. A running car on our show. Good morning and enjoy the rest of your day.